now invite Dr. Sudha Seshayyan to share a few words.
Vanakkam. Most respected Honorable former Vice President of India, the dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and all the invitees, the youngsters, and specifically those lovely flowers, those lovely girls who are there amongst the audience. Thank you very much for this opportunity to be here with you all this morning. I'm a little amazed at the definition provided for she. It's indeed extremely apt that we have a definition that says social skills, humanitarian skills, and emotional skills. Coming from the medical world, I would like to tell you that social skills depend on humanitarian skills, and humanitarian skills in turn depend on emotional skills. If I would have to be socially healthy, I would have to be a human being, basically, a humanitarian person, a compassionate person. And this compassion and humanitarian quality will in turn depend on my emotional strength. And I would also want to tell all the young little girls here this morning that the emotional strength, the humanitarian quality, and the social perspective, which are all required for an individual to become wholesome, are inherently present in a woman. You all might have heard the statement that the woman's brain is a little differently wired. I would want to draw your attention to this particular aspect of human psychology and human neurology. Remember, the woman's brain is slightly different. It's wired more. It's wired more to listen. It's wired more to function. Just a few minutes ago, we saw the launch of this book called Mahalaya. It talks about women warriors from the history of India. I would like to question some of you here, not questions which are going to kind of, make you feel agitated, but questions which I would want you to think about. This book talks about Velu Nachiyar. This book talks about Jijabai and several others, Ahilyabai Holkar, and so many of them. My question is, do you think that any of these women attended any workshop or any kind of, training program to expose their leadership skills, to expose their humanitarian skills and their emotional strength? These were inherently present in them. In other words, these skills are inherently present in any woman. Women are emotionally stronger. Most of you as students would have heard about what is called IQ, the intelligence quotient. Let me draw your attention to emotional quotient. Remember, we no longer think about IQ. In fact, in the scientific world, the very term IQ has been dispensed away with. We talk about EQ. emotional quotient, the capacity to bear emotional upheavals, the capacity to face emotional problems. And remember, this strength of facing emotional problems is more in a woman naturally. It is there in her very naturally. On the lines of what message has been given by Madam Anu, I would only like to draw your attention that you have skills and please develop on those skills. We talk about multitasking these days, multitasking in the computer world, multitasking of machines, multitasking in machine learning. But please think of a situation in your own home, your mother or your sister or someone, one woman at home, she answers the telephone, she answers the children, she picks up things which are required for the husband and the children, she looks after the in-laws, she cooks in the kitchen, she answers the maid in the service area, and she does everything all at the same time. What better example would you have for multitasking? Multitasking is there in every woman. Every girl, every woman, every lady is capable of multitasking. Multitasking without breaking down. Multitasking with all the emotional strength. So it is this strength that I would want you to think about and develop further. There was a lovely song, Pen Shakti, by Mahakavi Bharatiyar, which was sung here. There's another line in the same song. It goes thus: Ambukum Teekum Vishattukum Novukum Achamilladabadi Imbarkum Umbarkum Valvu Tarum Shakti Om Shakti Om Shakti Om. What does it mean? Ambu, Tee, Noi, Visham. The arrow, fire, disease, poison. The song does not say, I don't want all these. The song says, I would be able to face and encounter even if I have poison, disease, fire, or difficulty. Ambukum, Teekum, Novukum, Vishattukum, Achamilladabadi. And that is the status that every woman should rise up to. The message is very simple. Women have all the power they require inherently, and instead of expecting support from someone else, it is needed that women support other women and make every woman an empowered woman. All the best, and let all of us rise up and salute to Pen Shakti. Thank you very much, and all the best once again.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing with us your invaluable wisdom.